What is up, guys? This is Navinger, and before I say anything about anything, you guys have got to watch this sick triple kill I get in the very beginning. Here we go. Ready? Watch this. Coming up the ramp. I see one guy. Where is he? Boom. Alright, got him. Oh, by the way, this is a 3v3. I almost got the overkill. Here it comes. Boom. That's right. Anyway, yeah. I started freaking out last night when I got this clip. And this gameplay is a custom game. It's 3v3 snipes with a couple of buddies of mine. Spathic's in here, Schmeckledorf is in here. I forget who else exactly is in here. But I think Frickbot might be in here. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, this is custom 3v3 snipers in honor of my commentary today and the new playlist that got released today. So I thought this would be fitting to use this gameplay. It is 15 minutes long though, so I'm gonna try and, really do my best to keep this thing going the whole time, this being commentary. That made no sense. And so anyway, let's get going. So like I said, guys, the topic of this commentary that I want to talk about is the new playlist update that they sent out. And so if any of you have been on Halo 4 yet today, you would have noticed two things that are different. The first one, obviously, being Team Snipers. They put out the playlist. It is now a permanent playlist, I believe, and I'll get onto that in a little bit. But the first thing that I was going to talk about was this Team Objective playlist that they released. And they had a Team Objective in Halo 3 and Halo Reach, I believe. And so what Team Objective is in Halo 4 is it's a mix of Team Regicide, Oddball, and King of the Hill. I do not believe Capture the Flag is in there. It might be, though. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But basically what they did was they clumped those three playlists together into Team Objective. And so basically, if you want to play any of those three, you have to go into the Objective. And because I guess they probably just weren't getting the numbers for each individual playlist, so they decided to just clump them together. I don't really know. But anyway, that's that. The things that I like about that are like I said, the low numbers that were in each of the playlists. It would take a while to find a game. If you wanted to go play King of the Hill or Regicide or something, it might take a while to find a game, because compared to, Infinity Slayer or some other playlists, the numbers of population that were in there were really, really low. And so, and if you couple that with my connection being garbage, it really took me quite a while to find a game, typically, whenever I would go search in there, which, by the way, wasn't often, but whenever it was, it usually took me a while. And then I would end up, getting put into a game that already started, and I'm already getting destroyed, like, I don't know, 350 to, I don't know, 70, something random like that, or just, it was never good. So that's one of the good things that I like about that. It definitely will take a lot less time to find a game in each of those. And like I said, the probability of getting each game type is pretty even, I believe. I played it a little bit earlier today before I made this commentary, because I just kind of wanted to get a feel for both of the new playlists before I acted like I know what I'm talking about here. So yeah, the probability of getting each game type is pretty good. Obviously, you get the three choices to vote on, game type and map. So whether you actually play it or not, I mean, who knows? Because you could get Team Regicide on Haven or something, and everyone knows that's going to get picked over, I don't know, King of the Hill on some other map. So that's that. The probability is pretty good, like I said, but whether or not you actually play each one, it's up to what it gets matched with in each lobby, I should say. And then another good thing that I really like about this is it's, like I said, it's objective. It's all objective. So if you go in with a team, I mean, it really helps you if you want to get game battles going or something. It helps you with your communication and your strategies and your map placement or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if they have game battles for Halo 4. But it's definitely a good thing for anyone with a team that wants to go in there. Some of the bad things, if you want to play one playlist, you can't. So for me personally, I like Team Regicide. I really like that a lot. If I wanted to play something that wasn't SWAT, and I wanted to play something with shields, I would usually go into there because I'm not a fan of Infinity Slayer. So I would always go into Team Regicide. But now, if you want to play just one of those playlists, you can't exactly do it. You have to get lucky enough to go in and play Team Regicide if you want to play Team Regicide. And, you know, that's personally, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess, because it's not like I hate the other two playlists. Now, if Flag is in there, which, like I said, I'm not exactly positive whether or not it is, if Flag was in there, then it would be pretty bad for me because I hate Flag. I'm really bad at it. So, you know, that's that. I think maybe they could have put Griffball in there. I don't know. That seems pretty objective to me. I don't know. I'm just joking about that, but Griffball is actually pretty fun. Anyway, that's besides the point. And going along with the whole team thing, if you go in by yourself, there's a good likelihood that you might get matched up against a team. And so it would be a bunch of individuals playing a team. And obviously the odds are not in your favor to win that game unless the team is just terrible or they're not actually a team, they're just a bunch of people that know each other or something. I don't know. So if you I don't personally have a lot of people on my friends list on Xbox. So when I play Halo 4, a lot of the time it's just me, unless Spathic's on or Schmeckeldorf or somebody. So a lot of times for me, going in by myself, it was fine in Regicide. Sure, I would get matched up against teams a lot, and we would, lose most of the time. But I would still do pretty decently. But now with these objectives, if you don't have a team, there's no communication about, the oddball or the hill or any of that stuff. So there is a very clear and distinct disadvantage going in without a team. And then, like I said, if you go in without the team, you're going to lose 9 times out of 10. So it's just not a good situation. So anyway, that's Team Objective. Like I said, it sounds like a pretty good playlist. I probably won't be playing it a whole lot since Snipers is out, but, there's always going to be that time where I just don't feel like playing Snipers and I'll go in and play Objective or something along those lines now, because, like I said, I don't like Infinity Slayer, and Regicide's in Team Objective, so I think that'll be my, second default if I don't want to play Snipers. So anyway, moving on to Snipers now, which is what I really wanted to talk about, and this gameplay is kind of fitting, and Team Snipers, they brought it back. It was here for a little while. I forget how long ago, but it was only one of those weekly playlist things. But they brought it back now. I believe it's permanent. So that's definitely a good thing. And pretty much what Team Snipers is, the playlist I should say, it's regular snipers and shoddy snipers. So basically it's the same exact thing as it was in Halo 3. I believe Halo Reach? I don't know. Did Halo Reach have shoddy snipers? I'm not quite sure. But it's basically the same thing as that. And I'm pretty excited about it. I love Team Snipers. I always have. They have nice big maps with big long lines of sight, but there are also maps like Shutout I played earlier today, and that's pretty small, but it was still really fun to play. So we're going to get into that, and right now I'm going to insert a video of the settings for each game. So they're going to be in right now. Alright guys, so here is the game settings for the Snipers game. It starts off with 600 minutes, or 600 points to win, 11 minutes, unlimited lives, all that good stuff. Basically exactly the same as any other playlist that you might come across. Except you don't get any points for assists or any of that other stuff, and there's no, what's that stuff called? I don't know, ordnance, there we go. And the only thing that's really extremely different from the other things is the loadout. And I'm going to get to that in a second. I should come down here soon. There it is. No. Alright. Come on. Go up. Thank you. Alright, so you've got one loadout. It's the sniper rifle. That's it. No frags, no secondary, no tactical, any of that other stuff. It's a sniper rifle, and that's it. And so that's that. And now we're going to move on to shoddy snipers, and we're going to see what that is like. Alright, so here is shoddy snipers. As you can see, time limit, score is exactly the same, and pretty much all the other stats are exactly the same as well. And the only thing that's different about this from snipers is the loadout. And in a second you'll see that there is a shotgun and 2 frags that go along with your sniper. And that's what differentiates this from the other one. And I should say in both of these games, snipers and shoddy snipers, that is the only loadout you can use. There's no secondary loadout. It's the snipers one for team snipers and the sniper and shotgun one for shoddy snipes. So that is that, guys. So anyway, guys, I just showed you the loadouts and the settings for the games. I think they're pretty good settings. They seem to be pretty, pretty even and pretty fair to everybody. And I mean, they're your basically your typical loadout for Halo 4. Like I said, the only thing that changes is really the ordnance and the loadouts. But I'm okay with not being ordnance because in Halo, or in in snipers, ordnance wouldn't really do you much good either. You get a damage boost or like speed or overshield, I don't know, and it would just make it completely unfair. And Schmeck failed right there. Sorry, buddy. But yes. So those are the settings for the games, and I really like the settings. I played a couple games, like I said, and they seem to be doing pretty well. So I mean, that's that. And so the things that I really like about having the Halo 4 or having the snipers playlist come out, obviously it's a new playlist, and so that gives you something else to play and something else to be excited about, and something to make me want to play Halo 4. Because I'm sure you guys know from some of my other videos, I haven't been the biggest fan of Halo 4. And that's been for many reasons. I'm not going to go into that, because I've said it probably millions of times. But that's, having something like this to play in Halo 4 is really going to make me want to play it more. Because, like I said, I love Team Snipers. I always have. Really in Reach, I got really good at sniping. Obviously, Reach was a pretty easy sniper to handle, though. But I feel like with Halo 4 being back, I'll be able to snipe some more and hopefully get better at sniping in this. And I mean, that'll help my other games overall, as far as, the DMR and the BR, because it'll just help me to keep steadier, I guess. I don't know. I'm really just trying to think of something that would make that sound right. I don't know, guys. But yes, that's part of it. And it's fun. I really like snipers. I'm glad they put it back in. I knew they were going to. Well, everyone knew they were going to a while ago. And like I said, they had the weekly playlist. And I'm glad they brought it back. And I'm glad there's something new to play. I had to change the audio right here because I messed up and I covered up the mic, so it sounded really bad. But if you go back, you'll see that I got a snapshot off the wall and hit some random person. I'm not quite sure how that happened. But, I mean, this game has some pretty nice clips like this right here. Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely some nice clips in this game. But anyway, continuing on with what I was saying, a couple of the bad things that I want to talk about this playlist that I don't exactly like. There's no beam rifle. I really enjoy using the beam rifle. It's fun to just, walk around the map with a no-scope and just do well. And get snapshots out the butt. So, I mean, I really enjoy using the beam rifle. I don't exactly like the human sniper because it seems just a lot harder to use, and just the beam rifle is more fun. And that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, that's just me. Obviously, I see why they can't put it in because the beam rifle is clearly the more capable sniper. I mean, I guess it depends on who has it, but I just feel like from using both snipers, the beam rifle is definitely the better one to use. But anyway, the next thing is there's no thrusters. I really like my thrusters. I like being able to get away from people or get away from grenades, and that would be nice in this. If you're behind cover like I am right now and get shot except not killed, you could thrust back into cover and keep yourself safe. And I'm going to miss not having those. And then the last thing that I don't really like is some of the big maps I'm not a big fan of. I've never been a big fan of big maps, even in Call of Duty, and it's not just been a Halo thing. So, I mean, obviously the big maps, they have to use them because, that it's snipers. But I guess we'll have to wait a little bit and have, a longer amount of time for the game to be out before we, come to conclusions about what maps suck and what maps are good. But I guess it's going to be all the same maps that they've always had in Halo 4, so it's not going to be anything new, but I've never really played big teams, so I've never played on any of the big maps really, so it'll be new to me. So that's that. Overall, I'm glad it dropped. It's going to give me something else to play. For the majority of the time now, if you don't see a doubles gameplay in a commentary for Halo 4, it'll be snipers, so I hope you guys are alright with that. I know I am, because I'm going to be the one playing it, so I hope you guys can just deal with me for a little bit. And obviously, it's just going to be a lot of fun for me. So anyway, this commentary is coming to an end. I want to say one thing first. Future video, I want to do a question and answer video. So if you want to ask me any questions about anything, life, gaming, school, what have you, feel free to leave a comment or message me. Once I get a decent amount, I'll make the video. So start leaving those questions, guys. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.